Yesterday we talked about how you love people is how you lead people. And becoming a better person and becoming a better leader are one and the same. Leadership is relationship driven, and the more we pour into people, the more empowered they feel to do inspired work. Obviously, if you're at work, you're leading a team, you're inspiring them and empowering them to complete the goals that they set out to accomplish. But what if you're at home? What if you're a parent, a mom and dad, or maybe just a brother and sister? Or maybe you're a dog dad. Leading at home is one and the same. You're creating a culture of support based on decisions and goals. And one way we can pour more support into people is by asking great questions. Now, yesterday we ended by doing an activity where you had to ask 3 questions. How are you? How are you really? And how can I help? Great questions have the ability to show people that we really care and that we're interested and invested in them becoming better. Whether it's a greater vision for the company that you work for, in your organization, in your family, or at home. Again, leadership is not just organization and business minded. As a servant leader, we want others to realize their own potential and just draw out a different way of thinking. Having the mindset that everyone has a unique God-given set of talents and strengths and potential gives us the ability to ask great questions so we can foster their development, their imagination, and their problem-solving skills. One thing I've learned is people have the answers. They just haven't figured out that they have them yet. Have you ever had someone continually ask you why? It's kind of super annoying, right? Why? Why is that? Why do you think that? But that simple but great question leads to deeper thinking. Now, when I first learned that great leaders ask great questions, I got super nervous and I was overwhelmed. I was like, man, how do I ask better questions? Do they need to be these profound things? The questions don't have to be so complex. They can be simple, but they have to be open-ended. More often than not, an open-ended question either triggers a story, an emotional moment, an emotional response, or causes them to think a little different. There's no easy way out with an open-ended question. You can't answer it yes or no. And from there, through their answers to those questions, they can start to see obstacles and then plan how to remove those obstacles. Great leaders ask great, simple, open-ended questions that foster genuine relationship and growth. You'll find some of my favorite questions to ask people below, but remember, on the other side of asking questions is great listening skills. So don't forget that part. Great servant leaders show up with great questions because it shows that they genuinely care.